Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So today I'm carrying on with this folio that we've been doing in the Edith Holden, well, one of the Edith Holden book covers. And today I'm going to focus on the cover because we've pretty much done most of the insides in the first video, which is, well, that was a bit of a surprise, but you know. So we got all of the pieces put in. It's just this back piece that I'm still umming and ahhing about. I think on the last video I did say about having some kind of notepad in there, which I'm still thinking about. Other than that, it just wants a few pockets filling, maybe a little bit of decoration in places, but again, not that much. So I thought for the inside we were kind of done video-wise, so you know, I'm just going to do a few bits off screen. On top of that, I also do have the notebooks made. So this is going to have 2 books in it. So I've chosen these 2 from the mass make that we did recently. So this will be the top one. I just like how that looks, I suppose. We've got some of the yellow coming through, more yellow there, and then this flips over, and I liked how, you know, that soft butterfly looks with this. So I was really liking these together. So those are going to be the journals to go inside. I can't remember if I said, but it's going to be, you know, on elastics, so it's removable. So that is that. But today we're focusing on the cover. So here is my idea. I'm going to have a scrapbook paper as the background. I'm going to keep this brown, as much of this brown as I can, because I do really like that. And I've got this picture frame. This is, you know, the mounting boards that you put inside picture frames. I've got this, which I thought I really like this on the cover. And originally my plan was for this to do some kind of flip out thing. But when I was sitting down to think about it, I kept asking myself, what are you going to flip it out to reveal? Is there going to be, you know, a pocket or a picture or something? And I tested with pockets, but it was making this sit too high, so it was a bit, you know, yeah, that's not going to be so great. I preferred it how it was there, flat down. I thought about having some kind of picture, but then what would I put on the back here? Another picture? I don't know. So in the end, I kind of went with the idea of, well, what if this whole piece was a pocket? So if we imagine there's like a card at the back there, and all you can see is the tab. So I'll just help you visualize. So that tab would be kind of poking out. So you could see that it's a pocket. So it's useful, but also decorative. That's kind of what I went with. So here's what I've got. So this is the mounting board. I've cut one of the pictures down. So I've got this beautiful bird picture. I think this is the April cover page. And I've actually put it inside one of those cello bags that you get, you know, stuff in. It has like a removable sticky thing. I put it in and I've taped it onto the back of the frame because I thought if this is going to be a pocket, I thought this would make it slidey, so it's easy to get things in and out of because it's not going to be gusseted, it is just going to be stuck down. And then the tape and all of this I thought would make sense that you wouldn't then be getting it caught on the back of the book page. That's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, and I did toy with the idea of the bird being the journal card itself. So, you know, when you pull out the tag, you know, you're pulling out from behind there. I can't remember the reason why I decided against that. I think it was because I had a very specific idea of where I wanted this bird to be in the frame, probably. But it was a while ago that I thought about this, so okay. So that is the plan. So that's what we're going to do today. So the closure is going to be this silk ribbon, satin ribbon. So I was thinking to have this behind the scrapbooking paper, so it's down there nice because I didn't want anything going over the bird. And that was another reason for not doing the flip out idea, because when I thought about it I was like, well, as a cover this is going to flip and flap and open and do all kinds of things unless it's tied down. And then when I was tying stuff at the front here, I was like, well, I'm covering my picture. So that's how we got onto this point. Okay. So I've got more than enough ribbon. I thought it was best to have too much than not enough. So before I do anything, I'm actually going to get that stuck down because I have a habit of forgetting certain steps. So I'm just going to stand up so that I can come along here with the fabric glue, middle-ish, just to keep that ribbon in place so it doesn't start, you know, moving around on me, as things are wont to do. They want to move, don't they? So that's going to be tacked down there. For good measure, I may even actually go over it with some tape because you won't see any of this, will you? So may as well. Then I know it's definitely down. Okay. I could probably do with sticking it there, but I'm a bit worried about the glue going through the ribbon, so I'll do the parts that I know will be hidden first, and then we can go from there, can't we? So yeah, this project is coming together a lot, again, I'm just going to stand up again, sorry, a lot faster than I was expecting, which is nice. I'm just making sure that it's nice and straight across there. I think it's always a nice surprise when things come together faster than you're expecting. It makes a change from the other way around, doesn't it? Things taking longer. Okay, right. Just checking I haven't got any glue, so right, I'm just going to leave that to dry over there a second, because I'm going to go ahead and I've got this book plate which I thought would finish off this whole thing rather nicely. I don't know what word I'm having in it yet. I'm just going to make a mark. There we go, and then I can just go right through there. Yeah, I thought this would finish it off nicely as a cover, you know. Right, let's get this in. So yeah, as I say, it's definitely a fast project. I know I had a lot of the pieces made already, which does make a difference, and a lot of the things were already decorated as well. Which again made a huge difference. And you know, I do find that folios do come together relatively quickly because they you know, you're just sort of taking it an envelope at a time kind of thing. Okay, I'm just gonna squidge those down so that I know they're down there well. And can you believe it, more tape. I'm just going to put some tape over them so that when the tag goes down I'm not going to run the risk of catching it on these either. So everything is nicely protected. Okay, so that is that piece. Hopefully we're straight because it's too late now. There we go, lovely. So that's that. Right, are we dry? I just got a little bit of extra glue there, so I'm just going to wipe that off. I've just been to open my window because I was getting a bit warm in here. Okay, so this is my back panel. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuck down first because I have the glue seepage, so I would like to just get on and sort that out. These are already inked around. I did all, you know, those boring bits off screen. Okay, so I'm just kind of come along with the clow. I'm coming as close to the edge as I can, but not so much that it spurts out, because I would like to, you know, protect that brown, this brown edging. And again, sorry, I'm gonna have to stand up again. So I've used the same scrapbooking paper as the inside. It's my last sheet, so I just about had enough for, well, my last 2 sheets, so I just about had enough for doing the whole thing. Now it's not cut straight, slash, yes, clearly I have not cut things straight. So what I'm doing is just positioning it over to the left where I want it. So I want that slight creamy border showing. And I'm just checking for anything that would look weird. Like so. I didn't want to risk cutting any more off of it because I didn't want it to get too short. But what I'm going to do is have this along there somewhere. Yeah, so no one would ever know. So yeah, no. Should I do that? I'll wait until do that bit. I'll do that bit at the end because I imagine I'll need to leave glue to dry and stuff. Okay, then we have this. So I've got the closure in, so that's that part. Well, this will be a quick video, won't it? Be a really quick video. We'll do the elastics today as well. I know some of you have seen me do that already, but we'll get that part done. Whoops. So for you, the next video for this one will be the flip through. Can you believe it? Obviously there is, you know, just a few things I need to do off screen, but yeah, there's really not much to it now. So I thought, yeah, we'll just have this last video and then that will be that. So do I dare open this up? There we go. Just want to really get in there because I've still got the pearls underneath. Keep forgetting about those. There we go. Originally I was only going to have the one notebook inside, but I want to do the eyelets in a certain way so that I'm not covering up this lovely spine. So because of that, it ended up being that I had to do two journals. So there's just about enough room. I definitely wouldn't want this to be any bulkier than what it will be with those in, but never mind. Okay, so for this piece, before I get that on, I'm going to do the same front and back where I have this as well, because I thought it would be weird if I had it on the back but not the front, she says. Still umming and ahhing about it though. But yes, I think I will. I'm just trying to decide. I think I want it butt up against the frame like that. I think. You know, I do just think that just finishes it off a bit, because otherwise it looks like you've just got a strip of the scrapbooking paper down the side and it seems a bit like, you know, why have you got that kind of thing. Okay, so now I'm moving to a fabric glue. Oh my gosh, I can't get my words out. And I've just dolloped it in the middle there where I know that it will be hidden, the way that my crochet is. Right, just checking it's where I want it. Move it over just a tad. Right, stand up, Justine, so you can make sure it's straight. So I hope this is interesting to see how I was going about, you know, doing the cover. As I said, I was originally planning on doing a flip out, but yeah, in the end I was like, oh, it's not really that practical in the way that I wanted it. It wasn't quite working vision wise. That's what happens sometimes. You have an idea in your head and then you sit down to do it and then it's like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, I didn't think about that either. So I think this is the best of both. It's still able to be a functional piece rather than just decorative, but it can also be decorative in the way, in the way that I wanted it. Just cut that nice and straight, lovely. Okay, so I still need to do the crochet on the back, but for now I want to get this piece in. This has been in my stash a long time, this frame piece. A long time. Probably since I discovered junk journals, so what's that, 3 years? Right, so I'm just going to come along the edge. Now, because this is quite a chunky piece, I'm going to do like a double layer of glue. I've only got a narrow tag for it anyway, so that will be fine. And we're going to do a double layer of glue all the way around, pocket style, 3 sides. But yeah, I want it to be really well glued, but obviously it's, you know, hopefully a functional pocket if the idea works. Moment of truth. Okay, so I'm just lining up with the corner of the book. So I want it really nice down in the corner. Okay, and we are going to get the closure out of the way, and we are going to, whoops, make sure that's straight. There we go, and stick down. Again, I'm standing up. I know my voice is probably quite loud up there by the microphone, but I just want to make sure that this is down well, doing the job, not going to go anywhere, but in the right place. Yeah, so it's been in my stash a long time, so it's a little bit battered, but you know, it goes with the vintage look, doesn't it, really? Being a bit battered. Okay. Don't know if I should have come in a little bit. There we go. I just want to see some more of that cream book page, book cover. And then that crochet is just butt up right against there. So I might need to put it under something heavy, but you know, I can sort all those sorts of things off screen. I just wanted you to see how I was going about doing it. Let me just pop that back in. Yeah, I think once I've put it under something heavy, I think we'll be fine. You know, the Fabri-Tac is nice and strong, so I think we'll be good. Now I'm just trying to think, I'm just trying to decide whether to do the elastics now or to give this a little bit longer to take. Okay, so that's all stuck down well now. Whilst I had you on pause, I also just did the crochet along the back. So now we're going to go ahead and do the eyelets. So I've just measured my spine and it's exactly 1 inch wide. So I want to have 2 signatures, 2 eyelets, and I'm going to do it the way that I did one of my writing journals, where we've got the 2 eyelets and then the elastic cord is just going to hook between those 2 rather than run up and down the spine, because I don't want to cover any of the nice gold gilding. So yeah, so it's 1 inch wide, so I've just measured the eyelets to be 1/4 and 3/4 of an inch. That's the distance that we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get the holes in, and I've just set the you know, this sliding thing to make it so that we're not going too deep. We're getting the same you know, into the book cover. I'm getting them the same level. Okay, that's one. And I'm coming in enough that I'm not putting, you know, any pressure on the spine in terms of, I don't want them to be too low and make things weak, but we also don't want them to be too high because we need enough room for our journals. Oh, I've just moved the thing. There we go. Right, let's pop that in. There we go. So I've got a pencil marking. I'm just seeing where that is, making sure that's the middle of my crocodile hole. There we go. Well, it's a tough book to get through, but I do like this binding. Once you've done it a few times, it's, you know, it's easy, and yeah, I think it can look quite effective. So as you might have guessed, I'm going to go with gold. Just want to make sure. I should have 4 matching, but you never know. Pretty sure they're the same. Yeah. How are we doing? Yeah. Okay, cool. They might not be perfectly in line because, you know, me and measuring, but they're probably good enough for me. So I like to do the crocodile on A2 when using this these memory keeper eyelets. We are memory keepers. I just think it gives you a nicer back than the recommended A1 setting. That's what they actually say in their documentation, but I actually prefer how A2 looks. Just in case anyone's got a crocodile. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Yeah, like I say, I don't think they're perfectly in line with each other, but that's fine. It's neat enough for me. And then on the inside, let's just check. Yeah, we're looking all neat. Lovely. Okay, so that's that part done. Okay, right, so I'm going to stand it up because it might be easier for you to see. There we go. So I have got 2 signatures, and so therefore I've got 4 lengths of cord, so 4 times the height of my book cover. That's, you want 2 heights per signature, so because I've got 2 signatures, it's 4 heights. Okay, so I'm starting at the back and I'm going to come in with the thread. I know those envelopes are in the way and I'm sorry about that. And I'm going to come in from the back on the other side. This is just the way that I do it to have me remember. So you can see there, there we go. You can see that little hook across. I think that looks quite neat. Okay, so again, just making sure I've got you in. There we go. So I'm going to pull the back one so that we're making this short one, this front one shorter. And then we're going to go out of the left hole like so. So this one is straight up and down. And then we're going to come in through the back one. So again, we get the loopy thing going on. There we go. And then these strands of elastic are going to tie together at the back, so the second journal will have the, you know, the elastic inside them. The knot, I should say, the knot. So you want to pull it nice and tight, not too tight. So I'm just going to come in and do my first knot. Elastic being stretchy, you usually get some extra wiggle room with it. So I just want to make sure they're not twisted. There we go. Just put it a little bit tighter. Okay, I think that's probably about right. I'm going to leave them long until I've checked things over with my journals. So in they come. So we've got the first one. Hopefully they fit. Otherwise I'll be mass making some more notebooks. As I said, I didn't make these for this journal. It just so happened that I did all the mass making, and then I thought, why am I making another journal when I've got all these notebooks sitting there? So, but as I said, I didn't make them for this purpose, and you know, so they weren't like measured to fit or anything. So fingers crossed. Just want to check. Oh, where's that? I've got cords and envelopes and everything everywhere. Right, let's just sort of see how we're doing. Yeah, I think they're just in there nice. So you can see there my eyelets are above the notebooks and below. I could have probably done with the notebooks being that teensy bit shorter, but I think they're just about fine. Whew, that is going to be a chunky journal, but as I said, I've got most stuff in now. So it's a little bit of a gated mouth. As I said, I was only planning on having one of these in there, but if I had done one signature, I would have had an eyelet top and bottom, and then the elastic cord would have been going all the way down the spine and in. So I would have covered up all my nice gilding and everything, and I just didn't want to cover it. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to do the 2 signatures. So, you know, that's what we got. But then we get this nice, very smart looping with the 2 signatures. And as I said, yeah, my eyelets are definitely not in the same place at all, but that's fine. I don't think anyone will notice that much. Okay. And if they do, well, it's done, because it's done. You can't undo eyelets once they're in. But you know, that kind of thing, it's not going to bother me. So hopefully it won't bother anyone else. Right, well, that's kind of it. That's kind of what I was going to do. Yeah, I'm not going to make those elastics any tighter or looser. So, do I just chop them off, because I'm not going to do any beads or anything. So yeah, I'm just going to chop them short. Done. And then I'm just going to pull that, because I want I'm just going to faff with the elastic just to get that bow, if I can, on top of the other bow that I've got. There you go. Just looked a bit funny otherwise. Ta-da! It's a journal. So what have we actually got left to do? There's not really much. So this is the card for the front. So I'm going to sew around it, stick on the tab, and then that will go in the pocket. I need to get obviously a word for that. Need to do all the finicky gluing as per usual. And then it's a case of filling pockets, doing that notepad, a little bit of decorating in places. And that's it. That's your lot. That is my Edith Holden Folio. So yeah, as I said, the next video you'll see will be the flip through, because there's not really much more I can show you. Because I do prefer doing embellishing off screen, because then I can just sort of take my time with it and faff about decisions. I do a lot of faffing, so I prefer to do the faffing off screen, because, you know, I think it's a bit frustrating to watch otherwise. But you know, that's just me. So stay tuned for the flip through. For now though, I hope you're liking how it's come along. I hope that frame on the cover has given you an idea for a cover idea. I don't know how many times I want to say idea. Yeah, let me know if you got something out of today. You know, if this was helpful or inspirational or just interesting to watch, please do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. For now though, I'm going to faff with this bow and go off and finish it and come back and do the flip through pretty damn quick. I'm thinking, you know, what do we reckon? Like tomorrow? Day after? Oh, I don't know. Am I putting pressure on myself? We shall see. Thanks so much then, everyone, and we'll speak soon. Bye bye for now.